what's going on. So, road to the state championship for VGA Indiana. 2 days away. Today is July 8th, and I am playing on Sunday. While I'm playing in the Veteran D flight, I am really hoping that I play well. I would love to be able to play regionals, and then from regionals be able to go to nationals. That'll be a hell of a feat for me. So that's my goal. That's where I'm trying to get to. I'm gonna see how well my putting goes today, so I know how it's going for now. Walking up, line 2, just short of the green, but it's going to be a 60-degree wedge up over the bunker. As you can see, there's my ball, there's the flag, a little bit of bunker in between. Let's see if I can get anything done. All right. Like I thought. But I can putt from where I'm at now. Keep the damage to a minimum. My biggest problem is when I hit that 60 degree, there are times it just doesn't want to go. Well, that sucked. Got the bogey out of it. Oh well. And that's why I am a 18 handicap and not single digits right now. One, not playing as much as I used to or have been in past years, and for the most part still I'm nearly healed. I'll put it that way. I'm not gonna put my problems on my knee on this one. Yeah, it's a little warm and I'm walking. I must have some sort of wish to wear myself out today. So, all right, playing 9 holes today. Set you down back here so I can see. A little bit of a hook. Wasn't horrible. Wasn't one of my better shots. One of the things that I do from time to time when I come out here, and I've said this before in many of the vlogs that never got published, I'll come out here and play 4 or 5 holes because I'm a member out here, and if I walk, it doesn't cost me anything. Was a bit errant and wasn't real thrilled with it, but it's a par 5. I'm only 1 over so far. See how I feel. I really wish I had my had ordered the foam tires for my push cart so I can start using it. That thing is so much easier to use, but it has air tires on it and they are flat, for lack of a better word. Whoever used it before I did, for lack of a better word, they popped all the tubes. Now granted, the tires hold up fairly well. I'm kind of hoping you can hear me because of this wind. The tubes hold it up fairly well, so I don't really have that big of a problem with it. But going uphill does tend to get a bit sluggish. Yeah, I've got that. Got 2 things going on with my driver. Either I'm not turning into the ball properly and launching it the way I should, and turning my hands over a little bit too fast, but I'll leave the video and tell. But the other problem that I'm having is I'm just not getting anything out of it. Not going anywhere. 500-yard par 5. We're just inside of 300. right where I was aiming it just trickled on, so I still don't have all my power there. At least now I don't have anybody behind me. But I'm on the front edge of the green. Yeah, let's have to see how this goes. I am. There's a big hill on the between my ball and the flag, while where I'm at is still better to putt than it is to chip. I just got to remember to give myself enough to get up there and go. I'm honestly not sure. It'll be interesting. All right. Well, I'm far enough off now, I think. I am far enough. I can chip it. Give myself a little bit better shot up to the green. Yeah, I'm kind of really hoping to do well come Sunday. There's somebody coming up too. Hey, how about that? If I hit it far enough. Just like that. Almost thought I knew what I was talking about. Talking to my wife yesterday, or the other day, and I've always been handy at golf. I'm one of those players that generally I do fairly well in tournaments, especially scrambles or stuff of that nature. I've won a few tournaments. I've won, you know, as singles competitor. But nothing for me right now would be more fun than to win the VGA Indiana State Championship on Sunday. I have placed, I'm pretty sure the 3 events that I played this year, mainly due because of knee surgery and stuff like that, I didn't have the time to play that I wanted to have. So I haven't played like I normally would, you know. Usually by this time of year, you know, early July, I'm playing it pretty good. Striking the ball very consistently, not all over the place. But you have a knee replacement surgery, you have stuff like that happen to you, and you're bound to not be in your right rhythm, and just everything's been going on. The way the kids' school, the way they're off all the time. We're now camping more. We got a permanent spot out of a campground. Stuff like that makes a huge difference in my time to be able to play. So this is going to be a little bit after the round yesterday. I did end up walking the 9 holes. My right hip and foot started getting a little sore towards the end of the round. Which, I mean, come on. I put almost 10K steps in for that whole round. It was 3.82 miles walking, and first walking round of the year. I mean, it is what it is. The knee felt great. It was just getting into the foot and getting into the hip a little bit. Probably wouldn't have been as bad if it wasn't such a huge gap between holes on some of those holes. Like between 6 and 7, it's a quarter of a mile walk just to get from green to tee. Crossing a road, going in behind some houses, going over to another section of housing addition. I mean, it is what it is. It's not that big of a deal. the good news is, as long as I strike the ball as well as I started striking the ball later in the round, which what I filmed yesterday really wasn't it wasn't great for ball striking. I mean, I just wasn't striking the ball that well at that point. And I'd even stated in there that, hey, I'm not striking the ball very well because I'm not warmed up. I didn't go to the range. I didn't do this, didn't do that. And there's no excuses. This is why I'm not striking it well. I'll probably start striking it better. And I did. I started striking it very well at the end. Got through 4. After 4, I was 3 over. The only hole that I parred was number 3. And after that, get into number 5. And once I hit number 5, it was like I hit my stride. I mean, it was striking the ball well, not getting the full distances that I'm used to getting from the irons yesterday. I figured out what it was probably a little bit later in the round than what I should have. I was still I wasn't wishing at the ball, but I wasn't giving it everything it needed to get where I wanted it. I was hitting things a little on the weak side compared to what I normally would, which is fair enough. I got it. I figured it out. Now tomorrow, I have to leave the house between 9 and 9:30. Try and get there before 10:30. I'm gonna possibly pick up a little bit of breakfast along the way. The main reason I didn't film this morning or film the rest of the round last night, I got into a couple of things after playing golf last night. I got wrapped up in a few things at the house and dealing with the kids. They ended up getting 2 kittens instead of 1, blah, blah, blah. There was a lot of stuff going on, and I was exhausted by the time I got home. This morning, I had to swap out the brakes on the van. So far, road to state seems like it's going really well. To round out what I did yesterday, I got to number 5, started striking the driver better than decent. I started striking it actually very well for myself. Usually I'm only driving anywhere from 225 to 235. I started hitting it about 240 to 260. So it was more of just finding that groove, which I'll be able to do tomorrow when I go to the range. Hopefully I'll be able to get the groove of the swing, get it down, get the setup taken care of. That way it's repeatable. That way I'm not struggling and searching for it all day long. Anyway, started on 5. From 5 on, I made par better. Ended up it's par 36. Ended up with a finishing up with 38. So that means I got a birdie in there somewhere. I believe it was on number 8. Yeah, number 8. I hit a drive that only went about 230, still had me about 150 to the front edge of the green. And I put it just in the fringe, but it was only a 7-foot putt in for birdie. Straight back up the hill, no break, no nothing. So it went really well. Missed a birdie putt on 9 by less than a half an inch, which was rough. I burnt the edge of that cup really, really bad. So the other thing I'm going to be working on tomorrow a lot, I think that's what I'll do first when I get to the course, is go through all my putting get my alignment set up, make sure I'm lining up properly, make sure I got the golf balls lined up properly, you know. That way I'm seeing the line, I'm doing everything repeatable. My biggest thing that I think that I've been fighting with everything that's been going on is fighting that repeatability. So that's what I need to get done. That's what I need to do. If I can get into the range and get things grooved in fairly quick and find that do everything repeatable, all pre-shot repeatable, I should not have an issue. I should be able to stay fairly close in play. I don't think I sprayed one yesterday. Let's see here. Did I? No. If I missed a fairway, either A, I ran it through the dogleg turn and blew it through the fairway that way, but only by a couple of feet, or I was just in the second cut, or that first cut off the fairway. I didn't miss much yesterday in terms of missing fairways. Missed plenty of greens. I don't think I hit. I think 9, and the par 3s were the only greens that I hit in reg. I hit 4 in reg as well. But outside of that, it was a struggle all day long to get onto the green and get the putts in. So you're going from 5 through 9 and doing par or better on all of those holes. That means I was one putting a lot, or chipping on to one putt. If I can do that tomorrow at Purgatory, that'll be awesome.